Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 7. Let's begin. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to move me to a student view so you can see really what you see on your end here. All right, we are ready to go. Thank you for watching this video. My goal is to get 100% of you to watch this video. And those of you that watch regularly know that I provide you a lot of information in here that isn't readily seen just by going into D2L and diving in. I'm also finding that some of us are having a hard time seeing specific things and the discussion last week was an example where some of you thought you had completed an assignment and didn't complete the assignment. So I just want to take a step back. We're about halfway through the semester and make sure we're clicking in the right areas of D2L to make sure that what we're doing is complete. And so a lot of us are tempted to go here to the calendar of information, and it has some things in it, like it does show you that what's when the actual content's available. It shows you discussions and portfolios, but it really doesn't give you a complete aspect. If you just click on those links, you're going to be lost. Some of you are going here into the content browser and you're clicking on the week, and then you see that same information you saw in the calendar, but again, you're getting lost. There are things embedded in the content area of the modules that you can't see if you simply click on one of these. So what I want to remind you is to go to content. Always go to content. Scroll down to what week we're in, so that you can see everything. One of the first things I do is I provide a checklist for you. So I tell you what we're doing this week. I'm telling you how you're going to show me that you did this work this week. It's a checklist to make sure that you have all those pieces. So you can see that there's the weekly introduction video, there's the method of development video, there is a research lecture that you're going to be doing. Portfolio 1 is listed here for you, and Portfolio 2 is listed for you as well. Now, if I go down, I can see those things that I can link, but I also can get more details. And so right now you can see that we've got first lecture is looking at the method of development of definition. We're going to laser focus on that this week. Here's a lecture video. If this embedded doesn't work, I've created a full screen for you as well. And then after you watch this lecture and take notes, you're ready to apply what you learned in Portfolio 1. You're rhetorically analyzing someone else's usage of definition. And the assignment that I have for you is listed here, followed by the text that you're going to be reading by Amy Willens. And if you read through this information, it tells you exactly what to do on this Padlet here. That Padlet is going to be used by all my students, so don't get overwhelmed at what you see. Just follow the process. Then there's secrets coming, so don't think I'm going through this fast. Just keep watching. I'm showing you how I'm giving you more in these videos than just simply what's on D2L. Alrighty, then you're going to complete the lecture for research. And this is a background information that goes beyond just using subscription resources through the KSU library. While Galileo is a godsend to us in the research community, we also know that sometimes we want to pull in things like I did from Willens, and it's not something you can find in Galileo. It's an article from New York Times. And so this is going to walk you through the process of finding legitimate things that you want to use. There's a series of videos. Here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. Take notes while you do these videos, or this is actually a lecture slide deck for you to walk through how to use a process called lateral reading and sifting in order to ensure that the sources you're finding are legitimate. And they do a really good job of breaking that down for you. Then you are going to sift a source. You're going to find one source connected to your key term of your topic for Portfolio 3. You started to develop it in discussion number 4. You're going to find that source. You're going to sift it as you laterally read, and then you're going to apply that information to a post here. And that is your discussion 7 linked for you here for you to submit. That source that you find becomes the source that you use for Portfolio 2. So everything is building on each other so that you are then using that to actually write a piece of Portfolio 3 and showing me you understand how to apply and use rhetorically the definition rhetorical mode. That information is listed for you here. Now, let's take a step back. Whew, Dr. Barton, that is a lot this week. I am going crazy about how I'm going to get this done, what it is I'm exactly going to do, how many submissions do I have. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT. And I am going to ask ChatGPT to be my guide and my friend this week. I'm going to pull this over to my other screen to make it a little bit faster for me to copy and paste. And I am going to pull in the information that I need in ChatGPT to be successful. I need two things. I need a organized timing plan for my week 7 course materials, and I need a to-do list for each of the assignments. Here's the assignments I'm turning in this week. Ooh. And then I'm going to say portfolio 1, discussion 7. Ah, she gets fast on me. Portfolio 2. Here's another little trick. If you are like me and you're trying to gather all your information and put it in ChatGPT and it runs with you and you're like, oh my gosh, I wasn't finished yet, say, hold this, don't do anything yet. And then it'll read your information and allow you to go, okay, I need to gather my thoughts. So I'm going back into, I'm going to pull this back over so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go back into D2L and I am going to view portfolio 1. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go into ChatGPT and say portfolio 1. Please just hold. Okay. And then I'm going to go back into it. And I'm going to say lecture. And I'm going to copy this out. And then I'm going to put this in ChatGPT as well. Discussion 7. Please just hold it. Then I'm going to go back in. And I'm going to pull out portfolio 2. Copy it. Please just hold it. Okay. One thing that I did forget to do is I forgot to say, hey, I also have to do the lecture for this. So if I click full screen, I can see that there's an 11-minute lecture as well. I forgot to add my first step is to watch and take notes over an 11-minute lecture. Now I'm ready. Okay, now it's going to give me all the information. And it's going to walk me through step by step what to do. It's also giving me time estimates. It's giving me by days. I could tell it, you know what? I don't want to work on Saturday and Sunday. It's not a part. And some of these are like, it says Monday, you're going to watch 11-minute lecture and skim zombie. That's honestly going to take you 30 minutes. It's not going to take you an hour. And that's even if you annotate it like thoroughly. Draft a rhetorical précis. It's not going to take you 30 minutes. You're not going to be there. So I only want to work on Saturday and Sunday. Also, your timing seems to be a lot of Well, let's just leave the timing. I mean, it's still within the window of what the course is supposed to be. So you've got close to 6 hours worth of work here, 7 hours. It's probably going to take you closer to four and a half, five. The course is designed to be not more than 10, which we're definitely under that. So let's just do that. I only want to work on Saturday and Sunday. And it tells me what I need to do each day to stay on track. And that keeps me within the 10 hours of what the course is supposed to take. And it gives me kind of a guideline of what I need to be doing. Now, it gives also a checklist of what needs to be done. And I'm going to say, can you give me a step-by-step guide? So I could copy those parts out that are already up here, and have those in my notes. So I'm like, okay, Saturday, this is what I need to accomplish. Okay, Sunday, this is what I need to accomplish. And then I can go back in and pull this list in about what it is each step of each day. Now, what I love about this is it tells you more than just the basics. So let's see here, strategy, quote for portfolio one, choose a key term to define. How do I submit each part? And it's going to tell me how to submit each part. So if you notice, there's something different about portfolio one. It says it right here. Submit the screenshot. So it's picking up on what I put in those assignment sheets that sometimes gets skimmed over and not read thoroughly to make sure that I know what I'm doing, where this is going. No separate submission is usually needed. Posting beyond the discussion forum. So there you go, because there wasn't instructions beyond that this week. Portfolio 2 tells me what to do and tells me it needs to be an MLA. Make sure you check it. And then it gives me a summary of where everything goes. This is a legit use of ChatGPT. This actually is more supportive of you than using it to produce work on your behalf because it's giving you a guide to help you through these processes to make sure that you're on track and you're doing the right thing in the right modality. So it is a godsend for you going forward. I hope that you found this end of the video very, very helpful so that you have that guide of where to go. I know it can be overwhelming sometimes in these online courses to make that kind of content work. So I do want to end with just some few notes of what I'm seeing globally. First of all, please make sure if you're submitting a document, you're submitting an essay, that it is in MLA. Everything needs to be in MLA from here on in. Please also make sure that your MLA is correct, that you have a header, you have a pagination at the top right, you have a title, and that you're using double spaced. A lot of your papers are coming with extra spacing in between paragraphs. You need to remove that. If you don't know how to do it, ask ChatGPT. It'll be helpful, or you can Google it. Either way, it's really easy to fix, but it is something that is affecting your ability to score as high as you want to score when it comes to MLA. That's one of my biggest things for you. The second thing that I'm seeing we're kind of getting a little bit concerned about, concerned is a really strong word. I just don't want it to run away from you, is deadlines. Deadlines are important. They're important for a couple different reasons. They're important so that your grade isn't impacted. But at this point in the semester, because of the sheer amount of writing that y'all are doing and the 150 college students that I teach, not including my day job of high school students, I no longer have time to provide specific feedback for assignments that are submitted late. So that is my warning to you. Get it in on time. I have specific window in which I need to return it to you so that you have that feedback so you can use it going forward to make sure that you're prepared for portfolio 3. And if you turn it in late, you will get a grade, because that is, I'm not going to ding your grade, but you won't get feedback. And let's be honest, that's more important than the grade, because ultimately these pieces become a part of portfolio 3. And if you don't receive feedback from me, it's going to impact your grade significantly in portfolio 3 because those areas aren't addressed. So please meet the deadlines. I know life happens, but don't wait till Saturday and Sunday like we just had ChatGPT. Start it earlier. As you can see, it's a 10-hour load. You are in an online course. That is how it's designed. It is designed to be 3 hours of contact through lectures and notes. And I'm actually under that for y'all because I give you more work time on the work. And then it's designed to have those other 7 hours outside of class working on the work. So please, please don't wait till Sunday to try to knock this out. You won't be able to do it successfully. You'll be frustrated and you will find yourself in this kind of swirl of really trying to stay ahead with your other courses and with your life. And a lot of you have jobs and families and all the things. I get it. I get it. I'm in the same situation as you, which is why I'm telling you very, very clearly and concisely that if you don't produce it on time, I won't be able to give you the feedback that I want to. And that breaks my heart. It does. That's what I do. That's what I prefer to give you that feedback so that you can improve and not just be worried about the grade in the end. All right, so hang tight. This is the middle of our methods of development and producing information, preparing for portfolio 3. If you have questions or concerns, you're always free to email me. I will respond just as quickly as possible. I try to get to my email at least 2 to 3 times a day so that I can keep consistently responding to you. And I hope you find that works for you. If you're struggling, reach out. That's why I'm here. Or schedule an appointment with the KSU Writing Center. Those due dates are coming up soon. All right, that's it for this week. I'll see you at midterm week next week, week 8. Have a good week.